good morning, Muscatine. It's Thursday. It's actually gorgeous outside downtown. I don't know why I have to look and double check as if it's changed in the last 45 seconds. Got a great show for you today, but a couple quick things, programming notes. We will be at the boys' makeup game tonight. I don't remember who they play. It's the rain out from about two and a half weeks ago. So that's at 7 o'clock tonight. And the Muscatine Baseball Academy, I think that's the younger team that's there tonight. I'm not sure. One of the younger baseball teams will be there tonight, getting recognized and all other fun stuff. We'll have that tonight. So kind of a quick programming change for you. So this morning, I have two folks that kind of helped lead the charge on taking what is an awesome community event, adding a whole nother flavor to it, and helping it reach a whole other section of the community. So we're going to be talking about Almost Fiesta Fest. If that sounds familiar, it kind of came out of Almost Friday Fest, which is sort of a big deal. So if you guys could introduce yourselves real quick for us and tell us kind of what you guys do.
My name is Garcia, and I'm the Latin Outreach Coordinator for Muscatine County through Iowa State Extension and Outreach.
My name is Catherine Arellano, and I'm the Latinx Coordinator Assistant.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So basically, you guys just like lead the charge.
A little bit, yeah, on different initiatives. A lot of it education-based, but for this one, we also helped out a good amount.
Yeah, as you said, like you and I have never really had a chance to talk. We've been in the same spot at a bunch of places, like the high school interviews and all that other stuff. But this is obviously in this community, it's a absolutely needed function, right? Because it's I don't know, how large is the Latin community in Muscatine? I mean, I always know it's big. I guess I just don't know like how big.
Yeah, the last time I heard, I'm terrible at stats. I'm good with faces and people. It's somewhere of like the entire makeup of Muscatine. I think like about 20%. Rough about is Latin.
That's what I would have guessed. Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and awesome. So, how did this? So essentially, what we got now is we've got an Almost Friday Fest, which is been a thing for since before COVID. So quite a while, 5, 6, 7 years. I don't know how long they've been doing
Something
it.
like that.
And so how did this all come to be? Because it's like a perfect marriage of like Keep Muscatine Beautiful stuff, you guys. How did this all sort of come together?
Yeah, so the idea spawned out of just through my work. I'm in touch with other communities, and other communities were doing something similar, where just kind of cultural celebration and diversity of cities and towns, and celebrating that through the communities. So Muscatine actually really used to do that very well. I remember when I was little, and people older than me might remember, there used to be kind of an annual block party downtown on the riverfront that was really kind of meant to celebrate that section of the community. And through kind of growing up, I grew up at a time when I kind of saw our downtown declining a little bit. And in the last 15, 20 years, I think there's been a lot of good people in good roles helping lead a charge and rejuvenating the downtown area to what it is now. And seeing kind of that effort, we kind of wanted to just make a push to bring those types of celebrations back now that kind of as a community as a whole, we're seeing things happen. So we approached the Keep Muscatine Beautiful people to see if there was some sort of collaboration we could do, and it kind of started going from there.
Yeah, and so that's Chris Bohr, Brenda Christensen, who lead that charge. They also have kind of taken the lead on the amphitheater, kind of that whole end down there. The lights were part of their project, and those two have done just an absolutely tremendous job with that. And
Yeah.
so, and they always do a great job of pulling in, working with everybody. They added Oktoberfest 2 years ago now. This will be the third one, I believe. And so it's just, the nice thing is they've got a system. right? Like they've got all the infrastructure there to host events down there. They've got all the licenses, they've got all the equipment, they know who to call. So to now be able to expand it is kind of like the perfect thing for them. So, so who all, like, so of course Brenda and Chris would be involved. Like who else kind of came in? Because I know Lulak's involved. Like who else has kind of been a part of this?
Yeah, so our affiliation is through our LULAC membership as well, but LULAC is the main kind of partner that proposed the idea to keep Muscatine beautiful. But with that, the Chamber of Commerce has also been involved, the Stanley Center for Peace and Security has also been involved, the Muscatine Art Center has also been involved, and Carpet One has also been involved. With helping plan out some of the ideas, and we have a couple guests joining us as well that will help kind of make the event possible.
Awesome. And it looks like even the college didn't like some of the students from MCC wasn't there an involvement there as well?
Yeah, so I'm helping out through LULAC at the college. I've been making the marketing for it and trying to get the word out there.
Gotcha. So so we know what Almost Friday Fest in general looks like. Awesome live bands, tons of food, tons of drinks of all varieties, let's say, family activities, that sort of thing. So what does Almost Fiesta Fest look like? I'm gonna guess pretty similar.
Pretty similar. Like you said, it was amazing that we were able to do the collaboration and not have to start from scratch and reinvent the wheel because they already had everything laid out. So that's been amazing in terms of getting this going. Live music staying the same, just bringing in a band from the Chicago area to put a little Latin flavor on the music for the evening.
Yep, and it is, I thought I had it right there in front of me. It's Latin Swing Factor.
Yep.
And if you go to the almostfridayfest.org, you can actually see some info on it, some pictures. They look awesome.
Yeah, a lot of energy, should be a lot of fun. If you like to dance, even if you don't know how to dance, if you like to dance, I'm sure there will be some place out there for you to
What
get a little
if
spin
you
on.
like to do it, it's fun, you look absolutely horrible and nobody should watch you do it, like me.
You do it with your eyes closed and then it doesn't matter.
No, I think it still matters. I think it still matters, but yeah.
But yeah, so live entertainment is still on. Part of the initiative also was to promote some of the Hispanic-owned business in town. So in the collaboration effort, that was kind of something we had in mind, so giving them the space and the platform to be in front of all these people that typically come down. So we have Chicharo's Mexican Grill, Guadalajara, Mexican cuisine, Quickies Tacos, the Bougie Dia, who is a smaller, newer food place that has been around for a little bit. And then you're gonna have to forgive me, everybody, because I know I'm missing a couple, but I know you guys are gonna be there. I know we're gonna have some shaved ice.
Ladybug Bakery.
Ladybug Bakery, yep. We're gonna have some special
box lunch.
treats. Box lunch car.
I'll admit, I get a cheat sheet, and I do have to give a quick shout out to Megan Francis, who filled my cheat sheet today. So
Yeah. But we'll have a lot of variety for sure. A lot of Mexican food, a lot of Hispanic food, but a lot of variety as well, and some good treats as well.
So then, obviously you guys are going to get a chance to take the stage and kind of communicate some messages. And I know one of the things that is going to be on the agenda is the scholarship fund from LULAC. What does the scholarship fund do? I mean, obviously we know it's a scholarship, so that's pretty easy. But like, who does it help, and where do the funds come from?
The scholarship fund from LULAC helps out college students they just have to join our LULAC organization, and then from there we just host a lot of events like showing our history and stuff and helping people get educated. And we have Cinco de Mayo events and Dia de los Muertos over at MCC. And we're having to raise money for it. We're hosting a quinceañera contest, sort of, like a fashion show, and we're looking for contestants who really, they just have to show off their dress. And just, like...
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Whose idea was that?
Between them and Krista Ray and Eder from the Stanley Center. For
Awesome. That's great. That's like, you know, Tiny from Tiny Students is a good friend of mine, and you know, it always amazes me how crazy awesome quinceañeras are. Like, they are like, they look like the most fun ever. Like, you can compare it to any other community celebration of age or anything, and it just blows them out of the water.
Yeah.
So looks like there'll be a fundraiser with a 50-50 drawing, all that fun stuff. Anything else big going on? Yeah,
we're having a local artist from Iowa City to help make luchador masks, and we'll also be having a local luchador Latin Thunder. So he's going to take pictures with everyone and autographs.
I was just going to ask if Latin Thunder was going to be there.
And he's also going to be raffling or selling a couple of his personal items.
Awesome.
And that money is also going to be contributed through the scholarship fund. So big shout out to him.
Juan. Yeah, Juan Forno, obviously, he was on the show, I don't know, a week or two ago, and he writes for us. And you know, I've known him a long time. Absolutely tremendous guy, and has does a tremendous job of connecting the communities. I think, like being able to tell stories that, you know, maybe come from the Latin culture more, but connect with everybody. So that's why I was really glad when the day he called, he's like, "Hey, what do you think about me writing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, when do you want to start?" So,
right.
Okay, so we got to get the big stuff out of the way. So it's June 22nd, is that right?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, yep. Starts at 5:30. 5. Just go down there, have dinner. So just call it dinner time.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Almost Friday Fest, and I'm gonna assume this as well, are pretty casual events, right? So if you get there a little early, you get there a little late, it's not a big deal. Nobody's checking at the door. You're gonna miss stuff if you're late, but you can park, if you've never been to an Almost Friday Fest, or obviously not Almost Fiesta Fest, park on the riverfront. You'll park, so it's down on the end by the Red Brick Building, down that direction. So you'll park kind of in the middle. They've got golf carts running around to make it easy for you to get down to the event venue. Bring money for food and all that fun stuff. Bring a lawn chair if you want. I've even seen people bring pop-up tents. You probably have to go to the back so you don't block everybody's view. But
weather looks really promising, so it should be a beautiful evening.
It does. And the great thing about this is it's absolutely free, right? Like,
yes.
I mean, the food and stuff you have to buy if you want some,
Yeah.
but actually participating in the event, coming down, completely free. The sponsors are tremendous for Almost Friday Fest, always have been, and making sure this is something the community has. And of course, Brenda and Chris for volunteering their time and getting a whole bunch of other people to volunteer their time to pull these off. So, is there anything else big that you can think of that we're missing? I feel like we got it all, right? Oh, you look like you're thinking hard.
No, I know, just another, on the thank you list, I did forget just Bear Corporation specifically, MPW, and Divine Sage downtown for helping us out in other bits of the planning process and with things that we're doing.
Awesome. So I think you have a message that you want to spin out to everybody?
Oh, yeah, so...
and we'll leave you, Muscatine, with this, and we'll see you tonight at the baseball game.
Yeah. So, saludos a toda la gente de Muscatine. Me gustaría invitarlos el próximo jueves, 22 de junio, al frente del río. Vamos a tener una celebración para la comunidad latina entre 5 y 8 de la tarde. Tenemos música, comida, actividades y mucha diversión planeada para toda la familia, así que esperamos que todos puedan reunirse con nosotros y disfrutar de una tarde de música y celebración de la cultura latina.